welcome to Magicpen Global Handwriting Lab. Today is the day 1 of your handwriting training. Handwriting is not a lot of writing. Handwriting is an art that can be mastered very easily and enjoyably. At Handwriting Lab, we always say there is no good or bad handwriting. We only say there is trained or untrained handwriting. Let us start this wonderful journey of mastering the art of handwriting. Let me give you a short insight to our entire training program. We will have multiple sessions of 30 minutes training and you will have to use a specially crafted training manual. After the completion of your training, you must do daily practice using our practice manual. Now let me introduce you to our handwriting kit. The kit consists of a training manual, a practice manual and a training device or tool which is specially designed by the Handwriting Lab. This tool we call is a Magicpen memory board. The entire program is centered on this device. We only use these 3 tools for a complete training. The practice manual will be used after the complete training. Now let me introduce you to the 5 scientific areas or writing preparations. The first scientific area to a trained handwriting is the exact sitting postures. So let's check. How are we sitting right now? Are you sitting with your back straight? Is your leg far away or is it crossed? Well, if you need a trained handwriting, the exact sitting posture is with your back erect and your feet parallel to the floor. Let's try doing it together. Let's keep our backs erect and the feet parallel to the floor. The second scientific area or writing preparation is the distance between the table and chair. So let's give a small check. Are we sitting too close to the table or are we sitting too far from the table? The exact and correct distance between the table and chair is if you place your elbows both comfortably on the table. It shouldn't be at the end of the table or it should not go too much into the table. Your elbows should be placed comfortably on the table. If at all you feel you cannot sit properly with your elbows comfortable, please feel free to move your chair and sit comfortably with both your elbows placed on the table. Keeping your elbows comfortably on the table is the correct distance between the table and chair. The third scientific area or writing preparation is the angle of the book. So when you take your book, you place it straight on your table. And if you are a right-hander, just like me, the right tip of the book must go to the top. Now, if you're a left-hander, place the book straight on the table. And since you're a left-hander, the left tip of the book must go up. The fourth scientific area or writing preparation is the pen holding and grip. Now, how will we hold the pen while writing? So as we get prepared to start writing, we must make sure we hold the pen at the correct place. The correct place is known as the grip area. How to find the grip area? You'll not hold the pen too much in the front and not too far from the nib of the pen. The correct grip area is the center of the pen. This is where you'll hold the pen. I want all of you to grab the pen which you're going to use to write and hold the pen at the correct grip area. Not too much in the front, not too much far behind. Correctly in the center. This is the fourth scientific area or writing preparation. The fifth scientific area and final writing preparation is the movement of the book. So we've made all the other preparations to start writing. So when you start to write, as you keep writing, as you come down, you'll find there's no space between you and the book. So how will we maintain the distance between the table and chair here? We can't break the rule, right? So we use our left hand. If you're a right-hander, you'll use your left hand. And if you are a left-hander, you'll use your right hand. Since I'm a right-hander, my right tip of the book goes up and I'll use my left hand to move the book up as I'm reaching to the end of the page. I'll move the book up as I reach the end of the page. You won't lean on the table. you will just move the book using your left hand. This completes the 5 scientific areas or writing preparations. Now let's move to page number 7 and let's write that paragraph down in your own handwriting. Let's take 2 minutes to complete it. We have completed. We have taken a sample of your handwriting. Now let's analyze, or you can call this as a handwriting self-diagnosis. If you understand the problems within your handwriting, then you can easily rectify it. Let's now start the handwriting improvement diagnosis. Firstly, let's check the pattern of your writing. Is it cursive, print or mixed? How will you know if it's cursive, print or mixed? If it's cursive, as you write, once you finish a word, only then you will pick your pen up. If it's print, you're picking up your pen after each letter in a word. Or if it is mixed, you'll write words in cursive and some in print. Have you found out which pattern of writing are you following? Up next is the size of the letter. Is it large, medium or small? Are your letters very big, okay, or too small? After that, let's find out the space between the letters and the words, whether it is even or uneven. If you're leaving a consistent spacing between every word and letter, then it's an even spacing. Or if you're having so much space between certain words and little space between certain words, then you're having an uneven spacing. After that, we'll check the legibility and neatness. If you can read what you've written, then you have a good legibility. If it's neat, again it's good. If it's really neat and really legible, then it's a very good. And if it's very clean, very neat and very legible, it's an excellent. After that, we'll check the speed. How fast did you write this paragraph down? Did you take more than that 2 minutes? Then it's a slow. If you took a normal timing, then it's normal. And if you wrote really fast, then it's fast. This completes the handwriting improvement diagnosis. Now let me introduce you the 5 techniques, 5 basic frames and 5 basic letters. By practicing this, handwriting improvement is simplified and guaranteed. Handwriting is a movement skill. In our methodology, every letter starts with a tick up or a tick down. The first technique is the voice tick. Each and every letter in the English alphabet has a description. For example, If the letter you're learning is the letter I, the description would be tick up, down and a dot. So what happens when you say tick up, down and a dot? When you say, you're listening. Handwriting is mind writing. So voice tick is the description we have for every letter. So let's try doing it once. The letter we are learning is I. So tick up, down and a dot. I want you to try saying along with me. So tick up, down and a dot. The next technique is the finger tick. The same letter I, tick up, down and a dot. We will do this in our manicule memory board. So with your index finger, by moving it on the manicule memory board, let's do tick up, down and a dot. So as I just said now, handwriting is a movement skill. So we'll apply a movement on our manicule memory board. I want all of you to try along with me. So tick up, down and a dot. Let's do it once again. Tick up, down and a dot. Moving on, the next technique is the air tick. Without putting any pressure, we'll keep our arms straight. No pressure on our shoulders. There's no bends on our elbows. Your arms are straight. And we will write the letter I in the air with the voice tick. So it'll go tick up, down and a dot. Along with the movement, you must look at the tip of your index finger. So it'll go like tick up, down and a dot. We must look at the tip of our index finger. Keep our arms straight. No pressure on the shoulder. Also, you must not bend your wrist. It's not tick up, down and a dot. It's with your full arm. So tick up with the look, down and a dot. This is the air tick. The next technique is the mental tick. We will repeat the same air tick but with a small change here. We are going to keep our eyes closed, move our eyeballs with our index finger and visualize the letter in our mind. We will say the voice tick, keeping our arms straight. We'll try it once. No pressure on the shoulder, eyes closed. With the letter I visualized in our minds, tick up, down and a dot. I want you all to do along with me. Our eyeballs must follow the tip of our index finger. So tick up, down and a dot. Once more with our hands straight, our finger pointed straight. There's no pressure on our shoulder. We close our eyes, visualize the letter I and move our eyeballs with our index finger. So tick up, down and a dot. This is the mental tick. Here, the real brain writing will happen. The next and the last technique is the pen tick. Now we are going to take our pen, repeat the same movement with some pressure on the paper. So now we will take our training manual and go tick up, down and a dot. We must keep our fingers on the correct grip area, not too much close to the nib, not too far away, correct in the center on the grip area with the voice tick, tick up, down and a dot. These are the 5 techniques. So today in day 1 we have learned the 5 scientific areas or writing preparations and the 5 techniques. Also, we did a self-assessment of our own handwriting. In the next day, in day 2 when we meet again, we will be learning the first family of letters. Along with that, we will be learning how to apply the techniques in a systematic manner. So, wishing you all the best. See you soon and bye.